Welcome to Hilo Bay, where the weather currently mimics the mood of the people, where you can definitely feel the calm before the storm. Tracking Hurricane Ignacio has been high priority for Hawaii County Civil Defense. Orchestrating a game plan falls to Daryl Oliveira and his crew. Today, they issued instructions to first responders to conduct shoreline surf assessments and give hazardous notifications to backcountry areas. Oliveira says they've learned their lesson following a cell which shattered the myth that the Big Island's mountains would protect it from a storm's impact.
I think many people now appreciate how vulnerable we really are and are doing what they can early to prepare, and still recognizing and accepting there's still a lot of risk out there. You know, the albizia trees are still a problem in many of the communities and are going to pose a problem going forward. But the community, as you said, is doing its part to be better prepared.
At KTA Supermarket, shoppers supplemented their typical weekend grocery carts with extra supplies. Always the first island in line for severe storms coming from the east, they've gone through this drill often in the last few weeks.
We live on water catchment down in Puna side, so yeah, you could say that we're stocking up, but it's pretty much everybody's used to it. It's a back-to-back thing. Yeah, it's coming.
After it fell last year, it kind of got us all really scared. So I was prepared for it. So, you know, we prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
This is probably about the 8th or 9th system to develop in the Pacific that we've been putting information out for the community. So far, all the systems that have come through haven't had a real large impact or devastation on the island. And we just don't want complacency or the cry wolf syndrome to begin where, no, it's just going to pass again. So we want everybody to be on guard.
It'll be all hands on deck for Civil Defense at 7 a.m. Sunday morning. That's when they'll construct the day's game plan based on the latest track of the storm. That comes out at 5 a.m. Reporting from Hilo Bay, Mike Cherry, KITV4 News.
Emergency services not taking anything for granted. KITV4's Roger Murray has more on preparations for Ignacio and Jimena.
All of the islands will feel the impact of Ignacio starting this Monday until Wednesday. It's still too early to tell how Jimena might affect the state, but it's not too early to prepare.
So we have these two very strong hurricanes moving in our direction. And of course, Ignacio is getting very close to our islands.
State, federal, and county officials gathered this morning to brainstorm about how to prepare for a large storm. Ignacio is now a Category 4 hurricane and the 8th tropical cyclone to enter the Central Pacific. It's been a busy hurricane season at City Mill in Iwilei, but they are well stocked with hurricane preparedness supplies.
You can't get tired of it, you know, to keep people prepared. If you get tired of it, you get complacent. Next thing you know, we've got problems.
One of the biggest concerns is the sewer system and whether or not it will be able to handle heavy rains. A sewage spill earlier this week prompted city officials to close some South Shore beaches.
If too much water goes in, if we have a huge downpour, we cannot guarantee there will not be a spill. It's only designed for a capacity of sewage.
Homeless living near streams and riverbanks are also at risk. Right now, city crews continue to clear away debris from streams to prevent them from overflowing their banks during a heavy downpour.
We believe we've gotten most of it, but like anything else, there's a lot of debris upstream in some of the conservation areas.
Clinton Maeshiro is staying ahead of the game after a close call during Hurricane Eva in 1982.
I was praying, I was saying, please God, please save my roof, and the roof didn't fly off, so I was lucky. But I guess you can never be lucky all the time. Yeah?
City, county, and federal officials will meet again tomorrow morning for another briefing on Ignacio and Jimena. At that time, Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell could sign an emergency declaration. Shelters could also open as early as tomorrow afternoon.